that?
What? Show people everything! He cannot be doing this! I'm sick of it. This is real. It's very emotional for me. So shut up.
Hey guys, we're back with another video with another tell-all part 4. And there's gonna be another part after this. It's gonna be like a 10-part tell-all. It's gonna be half season is the regular season and half season is just tell-alls. Will it ever end? It starts right where it left off with Josh going off on Natalie.
Good luck to your life.
Asshole.
Yeah, an ass a-hole. All the way.
Excuse my temper, okay? But when somebody comes after my family, I get very emotional.
Completely understandable, Josh, but why did it take 3 years of stringing her along for you to wait till she went off on your family, for you to finally cut it off?
That's all I gotta say. Let's just stop. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Is it because you realize that people are really seeing through your game and that you're only with her to be on the show because you can't get anyone to give a shit about you otherwise?
I lied. Did I fucking lie? I did not fucking lie.
Natalie, need to move on.
Okay, what is with that whistle? Is it like shoo? Go? I don't understand that. I do not understand why everyone is consistently blaming Natalie. She's a crazy bitch. Don't get me wrong. She shouldn't be after him all the time. But she's the crazy one. Josh is supposedly the one with all the fucking marbles. So why is everyone putting it on Natalie? Oh, Natalie needs to move on. Josh needs to stop hitting her up. He needs to stop answering her text messages when she sends him nudes, when she's asking him to come over. The answer is no.
No, 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 no.
I feel like if you go back and watch my videos from a couple years ago, I was pointing this out then and I got some backlash in the comments of people being like, well, no, Josh shouldn't be committed to her. He shouldn't be doing all this because she's crazy.
Oh shit. Yes, shit.
I didn't disagree. She is crazy. She is a lot. Then he shouldn't have been entertaining it for 3 years. But again, it's because he wanted to be on the show.
Facts. Hard facts.
No one gives a shit about this man unless he's fucking her. That's it. That's all. I'm sorry. The only thing he brings to the table is Natalie. That just is what it is. So they bring up Josh sliding into Sophie's DMs, and Sophie actually shows the screenshots for once.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, if you can't handle somebody hitting on your girl, then you shouldn't have an attractive partner.
I just feel like this is pretty hypocritical of him. He gets really jealous of her hanging out with her friend all the time just because she's bi. And don't get me wrong, we're gonna get into her friend here pretty soon. I have some issues with her as well. But I feel like he's only saying this because him and Josh are buddies now. If they weren't buddies, he would have been like, fuck you. You shouldn't be doing that. That's my wife.
Like, I know when a guy's flirting.
Yeah, no shit, Sophie. He was sending fire emojis and sheesh. Like, yeah, of course he was flirting. He was definitely trying to hook up with you.
But you said to Natalie, I did not invite her to Vegas.
Josh is such a freaking liar and a wormball. I cannot stand it.
Well, I was trying to calm Natalie down outside, yeah.
Gaslighting.
The truth will set you free, brother.
So you'll sleep with her, but you won't go anywhere with her.
All right, send me some pictures and say me, and then let's see what happens.
If this man has this little of self-control, we need to put him away. He needs to be in a straitjacket behind like lead, bars, wood. I don't know. Not wood. Wood is his problem.
Natalie, do you still blame Sophie today for her involvement?
Yes.
I was mad at her, but I think that whatever happened between them, it's not my problem anymore.
Natalie has a habit of saying just whatever she thinks is going to get people off of her back at the tell-alls, or just when people are in front of her face directly. She's not going to keep the same energy she does as when she's in the like one-on-ones or online.
Because I'm not with him, we are not dating.
I mean, you never were, Natalie.
And I'm sorry for putting negative impact into your life, if I did.
So I'm like, you're being nice to me now, but online you're like, Sophie, deport her.
That's actually pretty wild that as another immigrant, she's telling people to deport Sophie.
She's just constantly lying and making up things.
I really wonder if Natalie does have some sort of personality disorder that is just completely unchecked. Obviously, I'm not, a doctor, so I'm not diagnosing her or anything, but just a lot of these occurrences and they keep happening and the way she handles things, it just kind of points to that.
She said that I was sleeping with Sophie, that we had an affair while we were on Last Resort, which was completely false.
Was it?
So did you have sex with him or no?
Natalie just completely missing the point and just still focusing. But did you have sex? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you really sure you didn't have sex? And then Julia decides to pile on her personal grievances with Natalie.
Sophie have plastic ass. Sophie have fake
I never
bags.
said it.
Huh?
I never came to you. It was not true.
Julia's talking about how Natalie also started talking about her online, saying that she was lying when she came up to her and said, oh, Sophie has a plastic ass.
Plastic.
But the fact is, Natalie is a liar, so I do believe Julia. We saw it in the very beginning when Josh said they're sleeping together, and she was like, no, he's lying. That's not true. And then a minute later, it was like, well, it's pity sex. That's all that it is.
That doesn't count.
It totally counts. You're right, it does count.
Ari makes an attempt to, kind of defend her.
I don't Ari! Jesus Lord!
Natalie never got her point across. Now we've all forgotten what the issue was, and now we're talking about something that's irrelevant.
By saying oh, we shouldn't be talking about this. This is petty bullshit. We're supposed to be talking about their relationship. But girl, it needs to be said. Natalie has been terrorizing the entire cast. They got shit to say. Let them say it.
I mean, she
We
threw
get
a drink
along.
at me.
But wait,
That's
yes, I
why
understand
I'm
that's
so
wrong.
angry.
No, I know, but I'm making a higher point.
And with that eye roll, I've never agreed with Rob more. Ari, shut up, okay? I get you're trying to defend her, and she's making good points. But again, this stuff has been building with Natalie for a while. And this is how Josh is able to get away with so much of the shit that he does that isn't cool, is because Natalie takes it to a whole new level.
Natalie, I'd like to ask you, have you started seeing anyone else?
Lord, help that child.
With my busy life right now, I'm not involved sexually with no one.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Natalie, you just told me you had a new boyfriend.
She probably thinks she has a boyfriend. It was probably a man who said something nice to her once, and now they're suddenly dating and in a relationship and planning on having kids.
I saw you the other day and I said you look nice, and you said, I have a new boyfriend. He makes me look beautiful. And I was just kind of like, he just says nice things to me.
Here's the thing. Until a man comes out and claims her, we will never know if this is a boyfriend, a fuck buddy, or some random dude who said she was pretty on the street.
I bet no one wanted her.
And Josh reveals that he is dating someone new and someone that we already know.
Hey guys, how are you? Oh, that's what's her name, sister, isn't it?
That is Elizabeth's sister from Elizabeth and Andre. Is anyone surprised by that? It's almost like he still wants ties to the show. I wonder.
Suspicious. Very suspicious.
Josh is already saying the same bullshit about her that he said about Natalie for 3 years. We're just having fun right now. It's very new. We're figuring it out.
Blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me?
I
Yes,
said
maybe, no?
we are having fun right now, seeing where
okay.
things are going.
So that is answer no, you don't have sex with her.
No.
Okay.
And I don't know if Jen is in it for real, if she really likes him. I hope not. I hope she's just in it to hopefully get back on the show with a single life or something. Because I very much doubt that this man has any intentions on actually dating her.
Definitely not.
That is pretty much the end of their segment. Honestly, the Jen stuff, I don't find that interesting. And I don't think you should either, because again, it's just for the show. I don't think either one of them have any intention of dating each other for real. I'd be so surprised if that was a real thing. So after the break, Sean shows a little montage of them all impersonating each other. And it's pretty funny, but the funniest one to me is Benny impersonating Florian. So then they switch back to Rob and Sophie, and they bring out a familiar face.
Please welcome Sophie's friend, Kay. Hi, Kay.
I've not seen you with your haircut yet.
Kill me!
Just in case you don't remember Kay from the last season of Happily Ever After, she is not a fan of Rob, Rob thinks she buds into their relationship a bit too much. I sort of agree. I think she gets a bit intense, as you will see here in just a bit, and it's like, chill. I understand being supportive of your friend, but she goes a bit overboard. Knowing that she has not been supportive of this relationship at all, Sean asks her how supportive she was of them going to do the resort and all the therapy.
Therapy is like a really good situation. Like, you've never been in it. Like, Sophie sometimes is bad at taking accountability for her own stuff sometimes.
It is a bit surprising to hear her criticize Sophie a bit. Just a bit. It's usually all on Rob, so this is nice to hear, actually.
I didn't know how Rob would take therapy because sometimes he doesn't like to be told he's wrong.
I mean, that's an understatement.
But I think y'all both did good in the therapy. I feel like from watching the resort, I saw a lot of growth on both sides.
So as you can see, things started off well, but quickly go downhill.
So going into the resort, did you want them to make it as a couple?
No.
Are you surprised?
In order for them to truly be happy, you have to forgive and forget.
I'm glad she's actually pointing this out, because Sophie can't keep continuously bringing up the same shit from 2-3 years ago over and over and over. There's no point.
Whatever he did to you years ago, you can't bring that up 10 years down the line. Like, that's expired.
And that's fact. That's scientific fact.
Because y'all are going to go back into that same toxic pattern and be miserable together.
I 100% agree on this. I think maybe they could have a chance if they both separated for multiple years and matured. But the problem is Rob is like in his 30s. Sophie is like 24. So Sophie still has a lot of maturing to do. And I can see that she has matured just in the time that we've seen her. A little bit. She's still young, you know, but she's young. She's supposed to be immature and selfish and have issues. What's Rob's excuse?
Can't think of any.
And it definitely would be that with a friend like you telling her that that's what it will be.
It's messed up that he just completely skipped over where she told Sophie that she needs to take accountability for the things that she's done and she can't keep bringing up shit from the past. And he's just harping on the fact that she doesn't think that they should get back together, despite having this toxic cycle over and over again.
I'm over the whole villain era. I'm not a bitch.
I mean, come on. You've been pretty bitchy throughout the whole time. Like the whole last season, it was a lot of negativity on your part. So
I didn't play a role in everybody's idea of who Kay is to Sophie.
I mean, Rob, that's not true. You definitely fed into it. You were like, I don't know what she's doing over there. I don't know if they're together. I don't know.
I know nothing.
But also, I don't know how much of this is the editing on TLC's part, or like she said, like, I would make a better husband for Sophie than he would.
It does not look good.
And just how emotional she gets over everything, I can honestly see how those rumors got started.
Even if she was bi, doesn't mean instantly
Yeah, Sophie says that Kay is straight, very much straight, and even if she was bi, it doesn't mean that they would be hooking up, even though a lot of people seem to think that.
He knows full well nothing has ever happened.
Y'all never
between me
seen a
and
good
Kay.
friend.
Sophie says that Rob knows that she's straight and that nothing has ever happened between them. But to be devil's advocate, how would he 100% know? Because she has been living at her house for long periods of time. So just with his own insecurities, I can see him making that connection.
Like, I'm just a really good friend. Like,
If you say so.
my friends are like the other half of my soul. Like,
Weird, but like exciting weird.
If she is going into a war, I'm going to prepare and go in there with her. Like, it's
For Frodo.
Going into war, this was me and my wife working on our marriage, so you don't need to do anything.
I don't necessarily disagree with Rob. I think she butted in way too much. She was sitting there fighting with Rob right along with Sophie, and she feels like she's doing her a favor and being a good friend, when really what she should be doing is supporting Sophie and talking to Sophie and not getting in the middle of their arguments.
I know that people haven't really seen the true form of Rob and how bad it can really get.
Now, this could explain Kay's behavior, and Sophie has recently made some abuse claims. Nothing like legal or official, just things that she said online. So if Kay has been front row to this, I could see how angry she would be.
I don't sit here and just pat my friends on the back. When she does something wrong, I'm like, bitch, you're wrong. Like,
Man, was that bitch wrong?
that was not
I
okay.
don't like Sophie, but I think you're cool.
oh, I don't like that you don't like Sophie because that means I don't like you.
Damn!
And then Rob's boy comes in to defend him.
You don't need to come up here and talk about Rob.
I mean, that's the only reason TLC wanted her on here. So actually, yes, she does.
Josh, you better shut the up.
Shut up, you bum! Shut up!
Please put your little dumbo ears back and shut up. Rob, at the end of the day, we all know who the gay one is, so please just leave me alone.
Who is the gay?
Wait, what?
Come again?
I don't know.
Gay.
Yikes.
If we want to talk about why I really left you.
Oh my God, Kay is so fucking smug right now. She has been waiting for this moment.
He was getting paid to...
Holy shit.
Wait, what? What did she say? What did she say?
When we talk about this, should we talk about you paid $500 to...
Okay, one thing, Sophie, please don't be like, if we want to talk about this, your friend is the one who brought this up. But girl, you got to show the proof. Show the proof. Pics or it didn't happen.
I have the screenshot. I have the screenshot of some random... You have screenshots of some random gay dudes hitting me up.
Then show them. Show them. You guys have a fancy screen there. You could send them to them. Whatever. Show everybody. Show us. We need to see them.
Just leave it. Drop it. Yeah, just... Oh.
Oh my God. It's not true. Don't worry.
Is Chino acting like he knows anything about the situation is great. Okay, also, I want to know, she keeps saying, if we want to talk about the reason why I really left you, when was this? Was this back during Happily Ever After when she actually left the house? Is this why you guys stopped fucking recently? Because you found that? So, which is it? If it was recently, then that makes sense that you're like, okay, I stopped. Even though you did just lie a few minutes ago and say it was like more of a mutual decision. But if you left him back then because you found out he was doing this behind your back and lying and you didn't know and then you still went back to him, that doesn't look good on you, girl. So Sean decides to send Kay off because obviously things are getting a little tense and we don't want any more shoes flying.
Come
Don't
around
worry,
me
this is
again.
the last time I have to see you, and I'm
God,
thankful.
thank you,
Bye.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Freaking idiot.
Idiot. And we think her friend doesn't have any negative effect on what happens between us. Okay.
I just want to see those screenshots. I want to know. I want to know the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I don't know if they've gotten put out there since this is aired. I haven't seen anything on social media. If you guys have seen it and I haven't, you can just DM me on Instagram. And just let me know.
Have you ever told?
While they're still going on, Kay seems to be flipping out backstage.
No, I'm sick of it!
What?
Show people everything!
Girl, like this isn't even your relationship. I just don't understand why you're literally screaming. You're screaming and freaking out more than Sophie has the entire relationship.
This is just manipulation. You totally healthy, man. Congratulations.
Natalie is such a pick-me. I can't even stand it. I don't know. I guess Rob is like the perfect person for her to try and sink her claws into because it's going to piss off Josh and Sophie.
It's triggering. It is triggering. It's gonna make us divorce. Don't just stop. It's okay.
Oh my God, this is just really cringy actually to watch. It just is like, I don't feel for her. This wasn't your relationship. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, Sophie's your friend and you obviously care for her, but I don't know. I love my friends dearly. I wouldn't be screaming at the top of my lungs over this. I wouldn't be crying and screaming and acting like I'm the one who got hurt. She's making the whole situation about her, and that feels really icky to me.
It's triggering for me because I want to step in and take over.
I kind of thought she would say it's triggering to maybe some past traumas on her part, which would make more sense of her reaction, but it's triggering because you want to control the situation, which as a friend is not your job. It's not your job to control your friends' relationships, how they handle things. It's your job to be supportive and try to help them. I can completely understand her frustration. I would be very frustrated in her situation as well, especially because she's had a front row seat to this. She's seen the toxic behavior over and over. And if what they're saying is true, I wouldn't want my friend to go back to them. Not because if Rob was a prostitute, that's fine. Like, everyone makes their own way in the world, okay? But if he was doing it behind Sophie's back and not telling her, that's messed up. And I have seen that Sophie has made some abuse allegations online. So of course, if I was in Kay's shoes, I wouldn't want her to go back either. And with her being like made this villain, she's like, people don't know the real story. I can totally understand her frustration, but I just wouldn't release it in this way. It just feels unnecessary and just makes you look like the bad guy again.
So 500 for Jesus Christ, that's cheap. I would charge 1,000.
This is why I can't help but love Jasmine. It's like she pisses you off and she pulls you back in every time. So Rob is saying that this is just some random dude that hit him up to do some stuff and Sophie happened to see it. But he's saying that doesn't mean he did anything.
Looking for things. That's just some random had my number and hit me up on some weird and that's exactly what it was to me too. It was weird.
Some weird shit.
Is there something you'd like to say to me? Because every time I leave a room, you're very disrespectful about me, but then in my face, you're like, oh, you're so nice. Why don't you search my face? Search my face. Search my face.
Natalie's way too much of a coward to ever do that sober to your face. I do love that Sophie is calling her out for it though, because Natalie is pretty ridiculous about this. She acts all nice to everyone when she's right there, but as soon as they turn their backs, the claws come out.
Nails as sharp as claws, and claws as sharp as teeth.
I'm going through something very serious. I know you and Josh are in a real thing, and he doesn't want you. I'm sorry. But like, this is a marriage. This is real. This is very emotional for me.
So shut up.
You heard her.
So they take a break and Rob and Sophie have a little talk backstage.
I think it's up how you acted towards me.
You did a bad thing, Daddy.
And you telling everybody I for money.
Did you though?
He my first of all, so I'm not out here for money.
Here's the thing. Rob is a good looking guy. His face is out there. He is like kind of famous now. So I could see this happening. But my question is, how did he get your number? Because neither one of them said it was in the DMs or anything that anybody could get a hold of him on. It was his number. So how'd that happen?
Please explain.
And he offered me $5,000.
It was $500.
It was $5,000.
It was
I would not even
$500.
He just almost said that he wouldn't even consider it for $500, which makes you wonder, would he consider it at all?
I know it was $5,000.
That's how I know.
It was $5,000. It doesn't matter because
500, 5,000, 500, $5,000, 500. $5,000. Who gives a fuck? I mean, Rob, clearly, because he's like, hey, I may be a prostitute, but I'm not a fucking cheap one. Allegedly a prostitute.
Because I've never done it. I want to know where you're getting. I've never done prostitution. No, seriously.
So when they go back to the stage, Rob and Sophie both just say that they're going their separate ways and that's it. And I'm going to leave this video here because they talk to Gino and Jasmine for a couple minutes. It's just at the end of the video. I would rather just talk about that next video since this video is probably going to come out practically on the same day. So thank you guys so much, especially if you made it to the end of the video. And if you made it to the end of the video, maybe drop some flower emojis in the comments. It's springtime. Let's have something cute to look at. Anyway, thank you guys so much and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.